What up, guys? It's Mike.
It's Dan.
It's John Cho.
John Cho. John Cho. You know what's funny?
What?
Yo, the first time I saw John Cho was in American Pie.
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
I think
You
so.
remember
He was
this?
at one of the parties. Oh, he was the guy chanting. I remember that now.
He honestly, he was responsible. Because I think that term that he was chanting, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're like, really? Come on, you should know what we're talking about. He's looking at a photo, he's chanting a word. I think that's the first time that word got even like popularized.
I have no idea.
And I think he's responsible
I have
for
no
that.
idea. Well, he's not responsible. Writers are responsible.
Correct.
But anyway, so we've been talking a lot about whitewashing, Hollywood whitewashing, and this is a big topic this year.
Yep.
With a couple big time movies coming out with
Yep.
that are supposed to be Asian characters.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, and
Doctor Strange
something.
with the Ancient One.
Yeah.
And then there's some other ones, minor ones that always get thrown in there.
Sure. So we've been talking about this a lot, and so has everybody else. So then John Cho, I think he started this movement.
No,
Did
he did
start?
not.
Oh,
He did
his
not.
fans did.
His fans, he's been reached out to talk about it. He has not. He followed the Twitter account, but he has not yet. As of today, he hasn't
So I
yet.
guess there's a digital strategist who created a website and the hashtag that since went viral. And we're a little late talking about this. It was viral last week.
Yeah.
The hashtag is starring John Cho.
Yeah. So what he did was he basically photoshopped John Cho's face. If you guys don't know, John Cho is a Korean actor in Hollywood. He's been around. He's like 40 something.
He's the Asian guy from
Harold and Kumar. He plays Sulu in Star Trek.
He was briefly in that show Selfie as the
as the star.
Asian lead.
So actually you're right. He actually this is years ago.
Yeah.
They actually he had his own show. I think it got canceled.
It got canceled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's been around. He's probably one of the more well-known Asian actors.
Yes.
And he's 40 something. He's been around for a while.
He's been around.
Yeah. So he photoshopped John Cho's face into all these very well-known movies. They're really funny. Like, he did a really good job with them. Like The Martian. Bring him home, John Cho, The Martian. So basically, the whole point was the digital strategist. He wanted to show people what would it be like if a prominent Asian face was on these movie posters?
Yeah.
He's trying to make a point. What's before you?
I've never seen that.
I never seen that. But London Has Fallen. Okay, so who's supposed to be there?
I have no idea. What was that movie?
Who's supposed to be Gerard Butler?
I don't know that movie.
I think maybe
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either. So he created. So William Yu is the person that created the website and the Twitter.
So this is really interesting, and if you look at it, this is literally like, that's him. Like that's the guy.
This isn't
in the movie.
This isn't some cheap effect. Like this.
He did a really good job.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll say this: John Cho fits pretty well in all those things.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like it.
Think about. He does comedy. He
Yeah.
does serious. I don't know if he does serious movies.
He does.
So
He
I'm sure he could.
I
I don't remember seeing him in a serious role.
I don't think so.
But he definitely can do some action. I mean, the dude is super.
Yo, all Asians can do action.
Yeah. Whoa, this is crazy right here.
He doesn't
As
really
Superman.
fit Superman. I'm
Right.
not gonna give him Superman.
Right.
Cause imagine if like Marvel starred an Asian as Superman. The backlash
can I
from
tell
the
you?
white community.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
Marvel just started. DC just launched Chinese Superman in
No, I
China.
heard. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, but see, this is the difference. Is it's in Asia, so
It's
they're
not like, but it's not.
It's not for the West. It's not for Americans.
Yeah, they didn't like launch it like here, like in a big Marvel $400 billion production,
Right.
and have him.
Right. So that's a whole nother thing. But dude, I could look at the Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
That's pretty believable.
I don't know if he can do Mission Impossible.
You think so?
I don't know if he can do Mission Impossible. Because
What
you know why?
about-
Because
what is
Mission Impossible has too much history. It's too much. It's like you always know it's these guys.
But think about it though. Mission Impossible. It's kind of like doesn't say that it could be applied to any. It's just a team of people, agents.
Right.
Right?
But I feel like it's typecasted.
But not as much as say a James Bond.
Well,
like James Bond is like
he definitely fits in with 21. They
He
actually should have starred him.
Guys, 21 is about mostly. I was in that movie, by the way. If you guys watch it, try to find the scene I was in. You could actually see me on screen. No, I didn't talk in it. 21 is about MIT Asian students.
Yeah.
And John Sturgis played a main Asian student. The Jurassic Park. Tumble. Some of these movies, man, I don't even. I guess it's good because he kind of mixes in. Can I just say the Mother's Day one is just funny because it's all like white chicks.
Can you imagine? Okay, they played around with the idea. I think they're still playing around with bringing on a black James Bond.
Yes, Idris Elba.
Why can't we do an Asian James Bond?
No, seriously, because James Bond is like the character. It's a character. It's like it's not like it's got to be white. Of course he could. Why? Of course he could be Asian. He could be anybody. He could be Indian, Asian, Middle Eastern, black.
Why can't there be Asian James Bond? What's wrong with that?
Honestly, nowadays with all the androgynous names like Jordan, James. There's girls named James Bond. I wouldn't be like Ghostbusters. They're now women. They could make a girl James Bond.
You know what
honestly.
I want to see? I want to see like I said this before. I want to see an Asian lead in a mainstream romantic comedy.
There's
like Hitch. Instead of Will Smith, put in John Cho, whatever.
There had to have been one at some point.
No, never.
I'm gonna find out.
Major Hollywood romantic comedy.
Right, major Hollywood romantic comedy.
Never starred an Asian guy.
I'm gonna try to find one. Maybe in the 90s there was.
No, there was never major. I'm talking about Wedding Singer type. I'm talking about Hitch. I'm talking about these major rom-com productions. Never had an Asian guy.
Right, and we're not counting Keanu Reeves. I think he's a quarter Asian.
He
looks Keanu. Like no, I love Keanu Reeves. But he looks Western.
And then I get there's some shows now that has Asian leads. All right, so
what show?
Fresh Off the Boat.
Okay,
you know, like his selfie show.
No, but that's different.
But that's different. Yeah. I'm talking about Hollywood mainstream big production movie.
Well, Fresh Off the Boat, it's a mainstream production, but make no mistake, it's still about an Asian-centric family.
About saying,
right?
Like a role that typically you see given to a white person.
Correct.
Give it to an Asian guy.
Right.
Or a black person.
I feel like Selfie though was their attempt to.
No, Selfie was, but I don't feel like Selfie was really like that big of a thing.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't like I'm talking about like posters everywhere, major promotions.
Major.
That's what I'm talking. Selfie barely got promoted, and then Selfie was like, that was a weak show.
Probably because they're afraid of the backlash or whatever.
Well, I don't know, but like if you're seeing Selfie, I did because I wanted to give my fellow Asians some support. It was not a good show.
No, and honestly, guys, the network shows you're regulated to the script. So if the script isn't good, like some of the problems I had with Fresh Off the Boat was the script. It wasn't the actors. It was just like this is not a very believable script. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I met John Cho.
Oh, wait, when?
I met John Cho.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
At a Comic-Con?
At an after party.
At a Comic-Con
movie. No.
Oh.
Just a regular. I was invited to a screening. This was a few years ago. I was invited to a screening of a movie.
Yeah.
And at the after party, I met John Cho.
Oh, cool.
No, it was not cool.
No, what happened?
He was not nice.
No, shut up.
Yeah.
Are we telling people right now?
I'm telling people right now.
Oh, so let's go. Nice. John Cho story. Let's do it.
So okay. I saw John Cho, and that's when I was
How long ago was this?
I don't know, like a bunch of years ago. I don't remember. I'm bad memory. Okay. But anyway, I remember how he talked to me though. So I see him.
I'm you.
He's standing there by himself.
I'm you.
No, so I go up to John Cho. I see him at the bar. He's by himself. Okay. No one recognized him. He's just like, because back then he was like, this is pre-Star Trek and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Standing there, I'm like, this is when he wasn't even that famous.
Did Harold and Kumar come out? Come on, you gotta remember at least that.
I think that came out, but come on, that was a cult following movie. That wasn't even
But then he was getting a little bit more famous.
I mean, I knew who he was, so I'm like, I'll go up to him like, hey, John, I'm a really big fan of your work, and love to, because I worked for a TV station at the time. Right. Like, I'd love to talk to you sometime, and I'd love to, get a picture with you. Yeah, good. And he was like, no, just talk to my agent. I'm like,
burn.
No. I'm like,
burn, bro, burn.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
All right.
And that's it, right?
So I was like, all right, left.
No. Yo, that's a huge surprise for me because why
is that a surprise for you?
No, this is a surprise for me because look, unless you're Tom Cruise, why do you need an agent?
No. We got burned.
I mean, you need an agent. Why do you need a
attitude?
Why do you need that attitude?
Whoa. Okay, look. we've got burned by YouTube celebrities before. That wasn't even that big.
You can't even call them celebs. Come
okay,
on.
Can I tell the story with the names omitted?
Oh, names omitted. Here we go.
The names omitted.
Here we go.
So me and Dan were at a YouTube event in YouTube.
Yeah.
And at the time we were still on
Off the Great Wall,
which had what
300,
350
subs. Yeah.
And
we're probably the largest like Asian like American kind of like cultural channel on the East Coast.
Cultural. No, we're not talking about JK and all the other guys, but like
no, I'm saying on the East Coast.
On the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
So we go to this YouTube event. We see this girl there.
Yeah.
And you know, we watch her sometimes, and she had I think 400,000 at the time.
At the time, yeah.
Which to this day, 2 years later, she still has 400,000. I just want to point that out.
Which is.
But anyway, not to knock or anything, because usually, all right, we try to do the best we can to be like, all right, if you watch us, I mean, we really appreciate that. We can't even believe you're watching.
Right.
So if you approach us, you are the VIP.
Oh yeah, our fans can attest to that.
Yeah. People we've always been nice to people who approach us. So we approached this person and we're like, hey, we love your show. We'd love to take a picture or whatever. And what did she say?
She goes, oh, sorry, she's basically like treating us like she's Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
And like she don't even have time for this.
Yes.
She don't even have time for this. She was like, oh, God. She's like, you know when you see a popular girl at a party, that's how I like into it. And you're like can't hardly wait. You're like, oh hey Amanda, and she's like, oh my God, I gotta go. My friends are over there. I'll see you guys later though. Yeah. Thanks so much. Yeah. Like we're like, wow.
Okay. All right,
that's cool, man. We just wanted to be like, what's up? We wanted, like. It's crazy, man.
I'll give another story out. Yeah. I met a very popular YouTuber about a year ago. In IKEA.
Dude.
So this popular YouTuber, he's pretty popular. He's pretty well known. If I say it, you guys will know who he is. I'm not gonna say his
90% though.
Yeah. So
he's gotten even more in the last.
No, he's a very popular YouTuber. He has about 2-point-something million.
That's what I'm saying. When you found him,
he had about 1 million subscribers when I approached him. Yeah. So I saw him in line at IKEA. We're both in line. Yeah. Standing. Keep in mind, you're standing in line. You're not doing much. You're standing in line.
You're not busy. There's no party you gotta go to. Yeah.
He's behind me. I'm like, hey. Yo, I'm a really big fan of yours. I love your stuff. Can I get a picture with you?
Yeah.
He says, not right now, man. I'm like, all right. Because you're so busy.
Right. Do you think that, all right, because for us, like I've never refused a photo, and we get asked a lot. Like it's not like he gets asked maybe 1 million times more than we do. No. You know, it's still like you still have to be recognized, and then people have to come up to you.
I mean, people recognize him, I'm sure, a lot.
But like, it's like, come on, like you said, you're at IKEA. It's like, come on,
you're standing there,
standing in line
with me,
3 seconds. Like, but I'm just saying, are they afraid that you're gonna do you know what I mean?
I think what the thing is, like, a lot of people, it happens. You know, you start getting famous, you start getting a big head. Look. Right now, like, I think the way we feel, like, you know, we don't feel like we're famous. We don't feel like that. We feel like, you know, look.
I'm shocked when anybody comes up.
They're like, yo, we do YouTube and we're just glad you guys watch it.
Exactly, yeah.
So, like, when people come over, like, that's awesome. But some people, I feel like, it's just, like, get to the point where they're like, yo, I'm like Tom Cruise now. No, you're not. Sorry, you're a YouTuber.
No.
All right, you're not. YouTubers you're on YouTube. Anybody could be on YouTube. We got lucky. People watch us. That's awesome. We appreciate that. That's why, you know who I think is one of the most humble YouTubers?
Who's that?
Nigga Higa.
Okay.
Ryan Higa.
Yeah, you met him?
I met Ryan, and I feel like this guy is like, at the time when I met him, you know, these couple years, it's kind of like it feels like more people are famous now, so his name's kind of dulled down a bit.
Right.
But when I met him a couple years ago, he was like the top guy.
Top guy.
Right, and he was still like so nice.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, really
down to earth.
Yep. Really nice guy. So I mean, I don't know if that's who he is all the time, but I feel like that's a really nice guy.
No, but I feel like you definitely get a sense. Like one of our viewers the other day, she came all the way from UK, not to just visit us, but she watches us a lot, her and her family. And one of the things I always love hearing is she was like, you two are the same as you are on camera as off. And that's what, I mean, I honestly, like, that's who I am. You know, like, we don't put on an air. We're not this, and then when you meet us, you're like...
It's too much work to pretend to
be someone else, you know what I mean? So...
Anyway, a little off topic, but just some stories for you guys.
Wait, are we still talking about John Cho?
So, anyway, we're not talking about John Cho anymore. John Cho never gave me a picture. No more John Cho.
Yeah.
I was even hesitant about talking about this story. I'm
in
like,
the first place, yeah.
You know what? Put someone else besides Star someone else. Who else? Daniel Henney. I'm putting all my support behind Daniel Henney. Well, who's much better looking.
What I liked about this story is not so much.
Probably would have given me a picture.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of John Cho. I'm not sitting here like this is awesome. I like the idea of this. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe, okay, look, everybody, I could use Photoshop, Mike can use Photoshop. Maybe, guys, start Photoshopping our faces. No, just kidding. Photoshop some other Asian people's face and create maybe a movement. You know, it doesn't, I think the guy, William, I think the designer, he really just wanted to show people, like, here's a prominent Asian face. Maybe
and it looks normal.
Yeah, maybe he's a huge fan of John Cho. Maybe not. I'm kind of indifferent.
Otherwise, why would you choose John Cho?
Why would you choose? All right, bro. So you want to pick Daniel Henney, right? As somebody
I support
you nominate Daniel
Henney. I don't know if unless he's a jerk in real life, then I rescind my my recommendation.
Yeah, because he can do action, comedy, whatever. Yeah. I mean, I don't know who I would pick.
Who in the world would take a look at whether you're white, black, whatever? Would take a look at Daniel Henney and be like, yo, he's not good looking enough to start next to me. All right, guys, let us know your thoughts about this. And I want to hear your stories. Have you met some YouTubers who are really nice or really not nice, or other celebrities? Wait, I'm equating YouTube to celebrities now. Okay, anyway.
No, celebrity stories. Celebrity stories. Put it
Let us
down
know in
there.
the comments. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.